with this shit.
I didn't say nothing. It wasn't even me.
Whoa, 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 take it easy. I'm not here to hurt you.
You're not with Albion? Thank fuck. They're after me, mate. I know it.
What's wrong, eh? Maybe we can help you.
I'm fucked. I was tailing some Albion goons for reasons, all right? Nothing dodgy, only I saw them doing something messed up. They had some protesters stashed away in this building, trussed up like fucking turkeys. And they started giving them the boots. It was mad.
Fucking hell!
There's cams everywhere these days. Fucking CTOS, man. I'm sure I got filmed in there. What if they go looking through the tapes? What if they already did? You got to get your hands on that evidence first. You just got to. I'll owe you big.
All right, we'll do our best.
That kind of disgusting behaviour needs to be... I like it. It's hard. I like it.
For true democracy.
I've got the location from his GPS, and there's a load of CTOS surveillance around. Any number of cameras might have seen him.
Let's get moving then.
If you don't do the washing up, do you even want a clean British aesthetic?
This is the bug on the Buccaneer.
The bug.
Well, before we go... Today, Alice, let's delve into what we most miss about the old days. I'm going to kick off with the flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag managed to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based farce in Sorrento, and I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton and I have to go to that alleged beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. If your sandcastle is an actual castle, that's not a beach.
Tell you what I miss free will. That was fun, remember that? I mean, was it an illusion all the time? Who cares? It felt fun. I miss cash, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go to the gym, and then the best of 7, and the best of 9, and continue on. Now with crypto, all the romance is gone now. Heads and tails.
I miss romance, Andy. I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government has on you.
Bye for now, bug fans. Keep feeding the echidna of resistance, and one day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the cat family's toothpicks, metaphorically, of course.
Last year, nearly half of British parliamentarians were absent for more than 60% of votes. Even our Prime Minister recently set a record for most days spent outside the country in a calendar year. So who's running the show? Join us on GBB tonight to find out.
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So,
Here's where our friend witnessed the Albion crime. The security footage should still be on site.
Brilliant. I'll get to work.
Where's your smart mouth
guards are here for your safety.
You want to know your place.
No!
You're needed. Can you...
Say no more.
I ain't never seen anything like it. That made my day, pal. Such things all over the house.
Shit, what else can I hack?
That's the CTOS up there.
So pretty when I'm through.
Done.
CCTV footage uploading. Do we see our target?
Yeah, there he is. Clearly identifiable, too. If Albion saw this footage, he'd be pretty fucked.
Damn.
However, Albion's crime was also clearly recorded, which means we can turn this footage back around on them. We just have to wipe the backup file from the central CTOS servers to protect the witness's identity.
Send me that location.
Bloody brat.
Bit of a chicken and egg question, isn't it? I just don't know what they're thinking.
old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable, kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behaviour. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to use them.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of how Bloom put out the Optic. They just made it free and flooded the streets with these devices. Suddenly everyone had them.
If there's this great option of tech, people are just going to start using it, no matter the cost.
Parliament actually tried to put a stop to the cash points, but people were using them so much already. There was outrage. I mean, some parts of London were already using crypto as their primary currency by then.
And now, apparently, or at least in theory, crypto is illegal.
Yeah, in May this year, economists found that crypto was being traded more than the pound, and banks were not happy. They basically forced the government to ban cryptocurrency in a last-ditch effort to save the pound.
But it's not like that's worked. People are still using crypto, and it's been pushed further, deeper underground. Things used to work fine.
There's quite a few Albion goons in the server room. Either the perpetrators beat us here, or you've just stumbled on a fascist book club.
That's not good.
We're probably not the only ones after this evidence. You'll have to beat them to it. There's the terminal. We can do the intrusion there. This will trigger a heavy security response.
Engaging hostile targets.
The evidence from the server and scrub the local copy. Know where they'll identify him now. Now get out of there so we can tell him the good news.
Yo, it's dead sec. We took care of that footage, so you're good. And we got a bit of blackmail to use on Albion in the future.
God, thank you. I thought for sure I was dead. I don't know how to thank you.
Dead Set crew is always looking to grow. You want to roll with us?
You kidding? Oh yeah.
4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but
it doesn't look like it used to.
And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this dark universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all. Let's look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of this?
Provide the authorities with any information
As a mouse or a statue.
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
No, fam, they might be watching.
This week, he sure as hell is not here in London. I remember...
Watch out, she bites.
Perhaps he has something bigger to worry about than us. Albion's been following her around like an amorous teenager who thinks that persistence is a replacement for personality. They're raiding all the locations in her recent GPS history.
Well, well. Sounds like some DedSec business is in order.
Got it. I've tracked down an officer who was at the most recent raid. You can scrape their optic for intel.
I'm pretty sure there must be... a spare space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Tell me, let's make a cryptocurrency out of something and crowdfund it that way. What have you got spare? Jelly beans? Are they still legal?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm starting to think he doesn't like the country.
That is all from the bug today. Fly away, bugs. We are done.
Immigrants, migrants, and illegals. Those are some of the words officials use in their public statements. Tonight on GBB, we ask, why won't the UK and EU use the word refugee?
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. An unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The system network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
I'm here now.
That brilliant Albion goon left their optic on passive listening mode. Must have skipped counter-surveillance day in fascist school. They might have recorded something about our prospect.
All right, I got this. I'll fetch that data.
Lousy mag.
That's her. Well done. Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got. Just as I thought. Take a listen to this.
You find the drugs cache?
It was right where you said.
Aren't we lucky?
Told you not to worry. We've got that acid over a barrel. The goods will always be where they need to be.
Is that what passes for coded language with these thick twats? Anyway, it looks like the woman we're after isn't being hunted by Albion after all. She's planting evidence for them.
We must chat with her. Bagley boy, get us a meeting, please.
So far denied rumours that any data breach has occurred. Millions fear they are soon to have their digital secrets exposed. Visit GBB for more on this developing story.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection in this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, next door neighbour in these meadowlands of nonsense, it's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here, it's coming from here. I must get a new wheel at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got to...
You're not listening to me.
Yeah, what do you want? Before I put my foot in at your face, do you want to tell me why you're planting evidence for Albion?
Those Albion assholes got me by... Well, they got me, alright? I don't do this. I'm gone.
No. What if that dirt just completely disappeared?
What? Get into an Albion compound to wipe the data? Man, if anyone did that, I'd like owe them my life or something. But I won't count on it.
Obeying Albion orders will keep you safe.
If we give that gal a hand, she might join us.
Albion stores sensitive data like this on air-gapped servers, so zeroing those hard drives will solve her problem and put an end to this whole evidence planting scheme.
I'm down. Send me that location.
Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime.
Lefty, Andy. I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions. Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background of the Bayeux Tapestry, cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out. Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you're looking at, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible.
This is a secure Albion facility, so you can access the blackmail material they have on our friend by hacking the on-site servers.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Entering combat mode. Engaging hostile target.
You can access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server. They've noticed you. Security's on their way.
Put a stop to
Erase complete. I'll get our friend on the line while you get to safety. Seems like Albion betting shop. Emphasis on had because it's gone now. They'll have to find someone else to plant their false evidence.
Nicely done, my Bagley boy. Give our gal the good news. Yo, it's DedSec. That incriminating evidence of you mysteriously vanished. Albion can't keep you on a leash anymore.
You saw it. Yeah, I don't make it a habit just to rob any old dickhead, but that bookmaker had it coming. And I need the money. I guess I owe you or something.
DedSec crew is always looking to grow. You want to roll with us?
Fuck it. I'm in.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects.
Left-wing media outlets developing to combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
So whilst there was the digital afforded more fake information, it also makes us suspicious and skeptical of information and makes us question the information we're getting. And I think in Price's Britain, it might not have seemed great at the time, but there was something positive about that there was a lot of distrust in the media and in the different kinds of truths that were being told. Whereas now, I think you're seeing a return to a more traditional and older, pre-digital sense, actually, of people just trusting what they're told, and that's why we have to be here with radio stations like this to challenge those conceptions. Most citizens feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of huge mainstream corporations that simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state. It can seem very hopeless indeed, but I think, you know, the fact that you're out there listening.
If you think this is good for your morale, I'm not going to judge it out loud. I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome. But what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To get around Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
Seriously, what is going on?
Citizens, be advised. Your activity is being monitored by CCTV.
You've been listening to Buccaneer. Tash. We'll be back soon with more of what you'll never hear on the GBB. Keep listening, keep sharing, and keep resisting. This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. It seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all this confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who's worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if
you're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro drone is being developed.
Better be worth the trouble.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the